Alouette, mage cucubette, alouette, je te plais muraille. How many of you have actually heard that song? I'm pretty sure that some of you may have heard the tune, but have not actually heard it sung in that way, unless you know a burger pretty well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Michelle Dilhab Germani, and I am a burger in KK. Yes, you heard me right. I am a burger. Burghers, or more fondly known as Eurasians, are an ethnic group in Sri Lanka who have descended from the French, Dutch, Portuguese, and other European nations who chose to settle down in the beautiful island country located in the Indian Ocean. My late grandfather, Ian Cedric Isidore Dilahab, was the first Dilahab to set foot in Borneo. He came to Borneo and settled down with his wife, a British, in the then capital, Jesselton. My late grandfather served in the British Navy, and he was actually brought in to serve in the National Radio Television Department. Today, we call it Radio Television Malaysia Sabah. He was the chief engineer and was responsible for setting up all the radio towers across Sabah, then called North Borneo. Now, I have no idea why my grandfather used to refer to himself as a Dutch burger, although I do know that my late great-grandfather, Dr. Lawrence, was French, and his wife, Ada, was a Dutch burger. Now, this makes me a second-generation Dilahab in Kota Kinabalu, or fondly known as KK. Growing up, we were raised with the typical British manners and language, and therefore could not use words such as la and ba. My grandfather would scold us and say that you were murdering the Queen of England. On the other hand, my mother is a Chinese Kadazan, and my late maternal grandmother would scold us, saying that we should understand the local language. Although they spoke very good English and they communicated well with us in English, they would say that we should learn to communicate locally, and this, of course, was really challenging in my early school years. So you can imagine how confusing it was growing up as a Eurasian child. Okay, so how many of you are still imagining that mushroom Swiss burger with extra cheese from Burger King, or that double cheeseburger from your favorite restaurant? I was fortunate to grow up with the best of both worlds when it came to food. During lunches, we would have either Indian or Sri Lankan curries and vegetables with rice, or Indian breads, usually bought, not made. And for dinner, we would have steaks, roasts, and stews. My all-time favorite was Eurasian dish, which is lamb stew. And my father makes the best. Imagine an amalgamation of the best spices and herbs all inside this steaming pot of wholesome goodness. This has, of course, affected the way I cook today, where I will always add in a little bit of spice into my cooking, be it European, and sometimes the other way around. Today, I'm married to an Italian from the capital, Rome, and this has definitely further enhanced our taste buds and culture as I raise my little Eurasian daughter. I can only look forward with anticipation to the future where I am going to raise my grandchildren and try to explain to them our intricate heritage. I hope you enjoyed the story of a burger in KK, and it has changed your mindset when you hear the word burger. Thank you and good night.